Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a comparison video of the Type F1, Type F2, and the Type F3. All three of these cubes are made by Shengen. The company I will show you is right here. That is the owner, and that is their logo. And yeah, you can visit their website right there. These first two cubes are sold on pretty much every single cubing site you can find right now. And the F1 is also sold in like blue and pink if you're interested. The Type F3 is currently, when this video was made, on July 7th, 2011, the F3 is only available at Icubemart. I assume it will be available other places, but for now it's only available at Icubemart. Let's start off with a simple size comparison. As you can see, all of these cubes are pretty much the same height. The 1 and 2 are a little bit more square, rounded on the edges than the 3. But they're all relatively the same size. The F3 is a little bit taller than the F2 and the F1, so it kind of goes like that. But there's really not that much of a difference. For a quick weight comparison, here's my Type F1, 85.4 or 5, 85.3, something like that, 85.4 grams. The Type F2, 80.4, and the Type F3 is 80.6. So these cubes are relatively, I'm done with that. These cubes are relatively the same weight, and the F1's a little bit heavier. Mine might be heavier because I have paper holding in some of the caps, but either way, this one's heavier. Let's go into the turning one at a time. The Type F1 has a very smooth and bubbly feel to its turning. Not very fast at all. A nice slow and controlled turning. Nothing too special, nothing too springy, too fast, too slow. It's a very nice turning. It's okay. It's not the best there is. The Type F2 has a little bit faster turning and a little bit more smooth. Well, no, a little bit more clicky, but it is faster, which a lot of people like. It's a great cube. By the way, all these cubes have been lubed with Lubix, so I can't answer any questions about Jigaloo or CRC or anything like that because I refuse to put that in my cubes. But as you can see, it's faster, it's a little bit more clicky, it has a very nice bubbly feel. It's very hard to explain, especially to a new cuber. So if you're looking to get into this cube, it's hard for me to explain what it feels like. You just have to get it to feel it yourself. And then there's the Type F3. It is a very fast cube, probably twice as fast as the F2, though it is not smooth. It has a very clicky feel, like you can feel the pieces just catching on each other. Though it is a lot faster. Again, I'm going to start with the Type F1. So that's line to line, and that's not going to do it. So I'd say about halfway to the middle cubie. Reverse corner cuts, none. Nothing at all. The Type F2. Again, not line to line, but more than the F1. sometimes the same. It depends on your tensions. Mine, I think, is a set a little bit tight. Reverse corner cuts, nothing too special. The Type F3, here's line to line, and cuts it fine, but 45 is a stretch. So, but it can cut line to line perfectly, no problems at all. Reverse corner cuts, I'd say about 1/4 of a QB. I mean, nothing as good as these Genscher or any of the Diane cubes, but for these cubes, that's actually not bad. The Type F1 stickers that I have are this very... Come on, focus. See how that's textured? It's this weird textured tiles. I don't like them. My blue and green, that actually looks kind of better on camera. These two are really hard to tell the difference, so I end up messing up my F2L pairs and putting reds and orange in the wrong spot. So I don't like these. I could replace them. Right now I'm not going to. But other than that, they're good stickers for what they are. They're just, on a black cube it would be a lot better because they would stand out a little bit more and not melt into, not sink into each other. The F2. The stickers that come on this cube are completely and utterly crappy. They will fade within the first week of excessive use. They chip, they peel, they're not good stickers. I replaced mine with, I think these are Cube Twist stickers. And these stickers are great. I mean, I don't know if it's even worth showing you because they're not even the stickers that come on this cube. So, nothing bad about these stickers. The original stickers you're going to want to replace with these are Cube Smiths, Cube Twists, anything else but the Shengen F2 stickers. These stickers came with my F3. I don't know anything about them. I haven't used it that long, so I'm not sure if these will fade. They don't seem like they're going to. They seem like good vinyl stickers, sort of like Cube Smiths. This cube can fit bigger stickers, the 1.4 centimeters, but these smaller ones actually look really good on it. This one is the smaller stickers that you need, and this one also, if I'm not mistaken. This one you can get bigger, but I would recommend going smaller. As you can see, blue, orange. Great stickers right here. I wish the F2 came with those stickers. Now for the pieces. The Type F1 is simple Rubik's style pieces. They're cut out a little bit and rounded down so they're not completely square, but they don't look very different than a regular Rubik's style puzzle, Rubik's Cube brand. The corners may be a little bit more rounded, but nothing too different. The center cap is very deep. It just sits in there and there's nothing that locks it in place. So sometimes it will fall out, depending on your cube. The Type F2 looks a little bit different. As you can see, they cut off the piece. They slanted it down. Same type of idea, and they added this to create less friction, I think. I'm not exactly sure. Corners, nothing too special. Same type of Rubik's brand corners. The center cap is pretty much the same thing as a F1, nothing too special. Again, these will fall out, so either glue them in or put some paper in. The Type F3. This looks exactly like the Type F2, except for the thing is shorter and it's more hollow. I don't know what this does to the puzzle other than make it a little bit lighter. But other than that, it's really, they're almost similar. Corners, again, nothing special. The only thing different is these center caps. They are weird looking. As you can see, Yeah. They lock into the puzzle. As you can see, the center thing is very square. So when the pieces go across it, it's just going to be very square and not lots of friction. This, they chose to go with a round center piece stock. As you can see, it's rounder. These have little cutouts, so there's less friction. Makes it a little bit faster. For the F3, they went back to square, but the pieces aren't touching it, so I'm not sure that creates less friction. Also, they went back to the smooth table rather than having it cut out a little bit. I don't know why it makes it faster. Whatever it is, it worked. Also, to mention the core, this is a very normal core. It kind of looks like a Diane core, short and stocky. Not the greatest core. The F2 core, a little bit better. You can see, shorter, not as fat. Gives a little bit more room on the inside. The F3 is a very, very straight core. There are no bulges. There's nothing. It's very, very circular, very small. Gives lots of space on the inside of the cube. Pops and lockups. For the F1, there aren't very many piece pops. What will happen is a cap. Let's see if I can get one of mine off. A cap will pop off like this. I'm pretty sure you can finish a solve with a cap off because there is only one place, as long as you only have one, because there is literally only one place that it can go. Therefore, your cube is still solved. Your cap is just off. If I'm wrong, correct me. Otherwise, I'm right. But anyway, yeah, these will fall off. Your center caps will fall off. So what I have done is I have taken paper, usually just a sticky note. I'll show you right now. So you take a sticky note and you cut like a very square piece, and you're going to lay it right on top. Try to square it over the piece, and then you take your cap and you push down, and that will lock it in place. You can see that it has some paper sticking out, which you can trim off, and I would suggest doing so. Right now this cube isn't my main priority, so I'm just going to leave it sticking out a little bit. But that's how I fix pops rather than gluing them on, especially center caps, because if you glue on center caps and your tensions aren't right, or you need to disassemble the cube and clean it, and you're screwed. So I would suggest doing the paper. If the paper doesn't work, then glue it. But if the paper works, great. The F2. Oh, and then some lockups. It will have some lockups because it doesn't cut very good corners. So it has some lockups while solving, and you'll catch and it won't cut. And normal old school puzzles will do that. It's like the Rubik's brand and the A1 and type A1, stuff like that. That will happen. This cube, with its better corner cutting, won't lock up as much. And it's a very smooth cube, so it cuts corners well, and it flows better, and it doesn't lock up as much. Yes, it still locks up because it's not perfect. Other than that, it's a great cube. Another thing, just like the F1, you can do the paper trick if your caps start falling off. I don't think I've had any permanently keep falling off, but if you drop the cube, especially from a height, the caps will go everywhere. So this is not a cube, and this is not a cube. I would suggest taking into the public if you're riding a bus, if you're hanging out with friends, stuff like that. Don't take the cube with you, because if you drop it, or if you say, here, scramble it, and they pop it, things will go everywhere. I've had it happen a couple times, and it's no fun at all. And for the F3, there are some lockups involved with this cube because it feels like it's catching. So sometimes during your solve, you will get some lockups and feel it catch, and then it'll just cut right through. But it's not my best cube because of the little lockups. Nothing too serious. It has no caps. Nothing's going to fall off. I'm not sure if you drop it or not, if these centers will come off, because they're pretty stuck in there. If you can see. That's a pretty good mechanism. It's annoying as hell to get off, but it works. Recommendations. Let's start with the F1. The F1 is a great cube. It feels really nice. It's sort of like the F2. Has that start of a bubbly feel. And it's smooth. It's not too fast, so it's a great beginner's cuber. If you have a friend just starting off, someone who's trying to break sub-minute, someone who's trying to break sub-3-minute, give them this cube, or have them get this cube. It's a great beginner's cube, something to go slow enough to accurately do the algorithms without going way too fast, but something that they can also go as fast as they want with. I have gotten sub 20 times with this, so it's just perfectly fine until you start getting really low. F2. A lot of people like this cube. It used to be one of the best cubes on the market. I don't think so. I don't think it is right now, but it's a great cube overall. I would recommend this to pretty much anyone. I mean, it depends on your taste. Do you like crispy? Do you like clicky? Do you like smooth? Do you like bubbly? Do you like no resistance at all? It's all up to you. So I would suggest getting this if you're interested in this type of cube. Remember, it's not the fastest cube, but it's very controllable, very easy to solve with. Lots of people use it. World records, I think, might have been broken with it. I don't know. Great cube. National records, at least. But yeah, great cube. Type F3. Now this cube has some serious potential because it is really fast. The only problem is it locks up and it just doesn't perform perfectly. Whether or not it's a great speed cube is up to you. It doesn't have the normal F feeling, but it's not bad at all. I like it, but I like my Diane 5 better. Whether or not you'll like this or not is up to you. But yeah, I would recommend it. If you have the money, if you have the time, go and get it. Lube it with some Lubix. It makes it a lot better. Otherwise, it's really just not that great. Afterthoughts. On the F1, I like this cube. The stickers are horrible. If I'd ever start speed cubing with this, I'd really need to get my stickers changed, because the stickers that I got on it, I don't remember where I got any of these except for this one from Icubemart. I don't know where I got the other two, maybe Cube Depot or Speedcubeshop, because Icubemart wasn't open when I started cubing, and these were some of my first two cubes. Not my first two, but in the top 10. So it's great. It's good for a beginner cuber. I'm not a beginner cuber anymore, so I would suggest not getting it unless you're a beginner cuber. But overall, it's a pretty good cube. The Type F2, it takes some time to get used to. It has a weird feeling. It's a medium speed. It's not slow. It's not fast. It's good. It's a great cube, and I really like it. If you're gonna speed cube with it, again, change the stickers. The stickers are quite bad. They'll start fading. If they come without the stickers, don't even put them on. Get Cubesmiths. Remember, small stickers for Type F cubes. They're like 1.2 centimeters. Or 1. I don't know. 1.4, and everything else is 1.5. I don't know. Something like that. Anyway, it's the smaller stickers. They fit better. They don't crowd the edges and hang off. But really, it's all up to you. The F3, I like this cube. It locks up a little bit too much for my likings, but it's fast. It's easy to cut corners with. It has a nice feeling. It's not like these cubes, and it's a great cube overall. Whether or not I think this could break a world record or be someone's main is a different story. It depends on what kind of cube you like. Not going to be my main, but great cube overall. That's pretty much all I have to say about all this. Hope you guys enjoyed this comparison. Tell me if this is the kind of style that you like for a comparison, or would you rather me do something simple like just say it all in one clip, or would you rather me clip after clip after clip with the title and the timestamps and all that? Tell me what you think in the description. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.